Greetings and welcome to another episode of Q Points Podcast. I am DJ Sir Daniel.
And my name is J. Ray, sometimes known by my government as Johnny Ray Cornegay III. And Sir Daniel, we are about to talk about something that is near and dear to Black folks everywhere.
Okay, come on for the bars in the beginning of this episode. Come on. No, but you're absolutely right, J. Ray. I believe, and I've said this on countless occasions, especially as a DJ, that line dances are a through line or a direct storytelling of Black history here in America. And I've always wanted to find out about the origins of specific line dances, and we're going to talk about 3 in this episode because they are absolutely important and germane to the history of Black Americans and Black people worldwide in this country and in the diaspora about how we tell stories and how we show community and unify with each other in the spaces of celebration.
Yeah. One of the things I find so interesting about line dances is how it's universally beloved. Confession, you know this, but the people on the show won't know this. I'm historically bad at line dancing. Love dancing.
Right,
bad at line dancing. However, I can do 2 of the dances on this list. So I can do the electric slide and I can do the wobble. So we're talking about the electric slide, the cha-cha slide, and the wobble. I have never done the cha-cha slide. I have seen the cha-cha slide done, but don't ask me to do it. Yeah, I can't do that one. You know what? I've never asked you this. Do you line dance? I've never seen you line dance.
I guess we should call this episode Confessions on the Dance Floor because I am not a big line dancer myself. I will bust out the electric slide every now and then, but I have to admit, there is a slide dance that I just heard it so much.
Okay.
I heard it probably too much because there's songs associated with all of these dances that we're about to discuss. And oftentimes, because they gain so much popularity and people automatically engage with them, and as a DJ, you do want to play songs that people will engage with automatically, and it's an easy win. It's the cheat code. It's like, I'm gonna put this 5-minute record on. I'm gonna eat the plate that Auntie has made for me because I haven't eaten all day lugging around this equipment and DJing for you all. But I'm gonna throw this record on that plays for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna eat this
and they're gonna have a ball out there.
They're gonna have a ball. I'm gonna enjoy this plate of baby shower food, and I'm gonna enjoy watching you all get your life. But we've spoken about this. There is something about being collectively involved in these dances that allows for people who aren't necessarily always able to engage socially or engage on one-on-one dancing. It allows for them to participate and still feel a sense of community. So we'll discuss that as well. But so what's the first dance you want to talk about?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just go to kind of what I think both you and I, being Gen Xers, would consider to kind of be the OG line dancing. And I think as 2 people growing up in the North, this was kind of a phenomenon for us, right? Now, of course, I ended up going to the Midwest, child, and they were like, baby, no, we do this out here. But in where we were on the East Coast and the North, it was like, what? But the electric slide, we're going to start with the electric slide. Now, quick backstory. So the electric slide, as we have come to love it as a dance, came to be in the late 80s. So like 1989. Somebody fabulous, I'm sure Black, modified a dance that had been around since the 70s, right? To go to this song by Marcia Griffiths, Jamaican reggae legend called the Electric Boogie, which was written. Yeah, written by Bunny Wailer of the Wailers, right? He wrote this song in 1982. The original version that Marcia did, which is the one we have come to know and love. There are some variations, but that came out in 1983. So let's take that, right? The original version of the song came out in 1983. It gets picked up by DJs in the late 80s in America, here in the United States, and they start playing it. And now there's a dance associated with this song that all of a sudden everyone is doing. And I learned how to do it in the late 80s. Shout out to my Aunt Yvonne. She lives about 3 blocks from me. And when she used to babysit us, so when we would get out of school, before my parents got off, we would go to my Aunt Yvonne's house, and she would look after us until like 5 or 6 when our parents, because it was me and it was like 4 kids, right? And they were all dispersed, right? About 5 or 6 o'clock. But one of the things that she taught us all to do, and I don't know where she learned it, I have to ask her, was she was like, oh, I have a dance I'm going to teach y'all. And she taught us how to do the electric slide. And so every day in the late 80s, so this is like 88, 89, we are in her house, doing our dance to Electric Boogie by Marcia Griffiths.
Your story is so heartwarming. Mine, not so much. I learned the electric slide more like trial by fire. You know how there are I learned it in the trenches, literally being thrown in on the dance floor. And I love Black people so much. We are so passionate about our pastimes, because I think the passion comes in making sure that we do pass down these recipes, these very important parts of the culture, because it's how we showed community and how we showed love and unity, and passing that down is so important. One thing, I'm not a spades player.
Me either. This is why we are here, Sir Daniel. Me either. I respect it. It's scary at that table, though. The people be scary.
So that's the intensity that I'm talking about that people had for spades is the intensity in which I learned how to do the electric slide. It was like, get out there. And it's like, come on, you're messing up the electric slide, and you don't want to be the person that messes up the electric slide. So it's like, come on, get that rhythm right. We're gonna pull your black card if you don't learn this. And true indeed, it is easy to pick up because there's 3 intricate steps to it. No,
it's the
going back.
There's the going back, the going forward. There's the dip, the throw,
and then the coming back, kick, and then the grapevine.
They call it the grapevine.
Again, that's a technical term. I'm getting fancy on you.
You're so fancy.
It's the grapevine kick, and you just swing it around and repeat that. Mm-hmm. And so I think once you do get it, it's like, oh, there's like something opens up in the heavens, and you're like, oh, I'm in syncopation with everybody else. I'm in unity with you all. We are one here on this dance floor, and that I do believe that is a real feeling that we all get.
No, that is, I think, the thing, and you mentioned this earlier, but I think this idea underscores it. Mm-hmm. There is, especially with Black people, a spirituality that comes with, we love doing stuff together. We love singing together. We love just kind of being in spaces. So line dances, I think, have the same spiritual feeling that we get. And it's multi-generational too. So like I said, my Aunt Yvonne taught me how to do the electric slide. And now me as an adult who would be her age now can still teach that dance to young people. So it's like, no, you pass this on, and we could all do it together at our events, at our barbecues, at our reunions, at any event. Young and old can participate. And that is a Black culture through and through.
Through and through. You're absolutely right. Those rites of passage, the wedding receptions, the baby showers, the graduations, all rites of passage. And the thing is, even if you're not at a family event, whenever here's the beauty of the electric slide, whenever it's happening, whenever it's almost like church, when two or more are gathered and they're doing the electric slide, it's like it's a call. All of us know that we can fall in at any moment. There's no gatekeeping. There's no, you can't do this. No, you're absolutely supposed to join in.
Yes.
And you're supposed to be able to fall right in and create this synergy of this movement, this body movement, wherever we go. And you're absolutely right. It's a spiritual level that it goes on to. So and the electric slide, like I said, does not require you to know the people that you're doing it with.
Yep.
And I think that's so important for people who are not necessarily, like I said at the top of the intro, aren't necessarily gifted at performing intimate acts. And we all know intimacy doesn't necessarily mean a sexual thing. Intimacy is just that when two or more people are gathered and are just having a moment of intimacy, of closeness, of sharing. And so that's probably one of the things that is most remarkable about this history that we passed on to each other.
Yeah. And I think this is actually, speaking of history, right? So the history of the cha-cha slide is super fascinating, right?
Wow.
Now, I think what's most interesting, so of all three of the songs that we're talking about, the cha-cha slide actually has instructions in the song. So if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. He's actually telling you exactly what to do. Now, clap your hands, clap, 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 right? So there's like, right.
One hop.
Exactly.
Two hops.
Exactly. So all you have to do is be able to follow instruction.
But what's so funny about that is there's still people who get in their heads and they're like, wait, what?
Wait, I got a one hop. All right, I want to clap here. No.
And listen, this is for the people. There's some people that can chew gum and walk at the same time off the rip, and then there's some that have to practice it. But again, I think the cha-cha slide, what I've seen over the decades and decades that I've seen the cha-cha slide performed at different functions, is just that. Again, the moment, and this is where I feel like I became a DJ. I realized that I had to include these songs in my repertoire because I need that person that's there, that's a wallflower, to be able to join in at some point. I got to think about them also, because I always saw it everywhere I went. There was always people that would not engage until you put on a line dance, until the cha-cha slide came on, and that was their jam. Yeah. And that was probably the only time they got out there and they got their life. And those people need to be included as well. So I think that is something that's super important about this music and the dances that coincide with them. But there's a very special history about this this song and this dance and what it was actually created for. Yeah.
So first of all, shout out to DJ Casper and the Cupid Shuffle DJs. Yes, rest in peace to him. So back in the olden times, y'all, before Planet Fitness, the olden days, before Planet, before LA Fitness, there was a fancy gym called Bally's. You know, they had commercials.
You had to be, I think you had to be sexy in order to go into Bally's. And you had to be dressed in something super fly.
Like the leotard and the whole thing.
Yeah, you had to be sparkly and have a full face of makeup apparently, and have your hair completely done in order to go to Bally's. And shout out to Sheena Easton and her Bally's era.
Absolutely. So apparently, this is in the late 90s. DJ Casper out of Chicago. Classic step in line dance. The Midwest love them a line dance. There is not a line dance that the Midwest don't love. And they create a lot of them. Baby, some of them things be complicated.
It's a whole culture.
It's literally a culture. When I moved to Detroit, to the Detroit area, I saw it firsthand. It's fascinating. But anyway, DJ Casper has someone, I think it's a family member, who is teaches a class at a Bally's. It's got a fitness class, right? And so DJ Casper creates this song for the class, okay? And gives these instructions, right? Because it's for a fitness class, for this Bally's class. So literally the cha-cha slide is born out of literally a fitness necessity. The people in this class need to do some steps. They need to be able to move and move around. And so he creates this song based on Plastic Dreams by JD. If you've not heard that, you have heard that song. Even if you think you haven't, go and Google it. But so he does this version of the Cha-Cha Slide, and I think it was called the Cupid Shuffle at the time. And it starts to move, right? It gets popular regionally. He gets signed to a local record deal, and then has to recreate the song because it sampled another song. And he creates this other version, which has bare bones instrumentation. And it starts to get picked up nationally. So it takes a couple of years, but by the early 2000s, the Cha-Cha Slide is being done kind of all over the country. So it becomes a major hit. It's done everywhere.
Cruise ships.
Yep.
Weddings. Baby showers, you name it. Wherever we are gathered, everybody is doing the Cha-Cha Slide. J. Ray, I remember, I think it might have been the summer of 2001. I know I heard that song ad nauseum each and every day, every weekend, for about 6 to 7 months straight. I mean, it was just it was added to radio.
Oh yeah, we were listening to that on the radio.
Which was unheard of at the time for a line dance that was a song that was just about instructions on how to do the dance.
Yep.
Actually got into heavy rotation on radio. And I think that has to be some type of record or an achievement for that record, because I'm sure it went diamond, it went all over the world. They even had a video for it. I think the video was super old, was old by the time it really caught on. But it's just amazing to me, again, how these songs and these dances become so meaningful to the community. I think what I love the most is that even 30 years later, seeing senior citizens. Jerry, have you seen all these senior citizens dance clubs?
Yeah.
It's heartwarming.
Yes.
And it's inspirational as well, because it encourages us to never stop moving.
Yeah.
And I think that at the core of it, I think that is where the spiritual aspect of these songs is, that it is a message to us to never stop moving. That's why the dance moves repeat, and why we do them.
We do them in like circular, counterclockwise or clockwise.
Yeah, because what we're saying is that if we do this together, we're going to get to this destination together. I just blew my mind that way. Boom. But seriously, I love and appreciate these dances now more, especially as I get older, than I did when I was a kid.
Absolutely. So I agree with you. I'm right there. And I guess this is interesting. So I just thought of something. I think the reason why I did not really learn the Cha-Cha Slide, because keep in mind, I learned the electric slide.
Yes.
The Cha-Cha Slide comes in the late 90s, early 2000s, I am doing my own thing and I'm in clubs and spaces where this song doesn't fit into those spaces. You know what I mean? I'm dancing to house music, or I'm dancing to hip hop, or I'm dancing to R&B, and this song kind of just doesn't fit neatly into like a set. And I'm still on the East Coast in the North, right? So I feel like it didn't happen. Now, this next song, the last song that we're going to talk about, is a completely different story. But
completely different monster.
Completely different monster. And interestingly enough, in preparation for this show, learned that there's actually origins from right where I'm from here in Philadelphia for the Wobble. So Jesus. So the Wobble by VIC, who's from Atlanta, does this song called The Wobble, which does not have a dance. Let's be very clear. The song The Wobble does not have a dance. Just like the Electric Boogie, right? The Electric Boogie was a song that Bunny Wailer wrote. He was inspired by Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant. We talked about Eddie Grant on our British, our Caribbean Men show. Go and check that out. But and so this song was just a song called The Wobble by VIC. And there's a dance called Nasty Girl. There's a line dance called the Nasty Girl out of Philadelphia. Didn't know about this dance. I wasn't in spaces where this dance would be done. So this is a 70s, 80s line dance that is happening in the Philadelphia area. Boom. You can look it up, Sir Daniel. It is The Wobble. You look it up and you're like, oh, yeah, that's The Wobble.
The sway
and all of that. Yeah. So apparently what happens is there is a DJ somewhere in the South. So after the VIC song comes out, which is like 2008, that song comes out officially. DJ pairs, or it somehow pairs that song with The Nasty Girl. And listen, by 2011, crazy. And so I was in clubs in Atlanta at that time, and you could not escape The Wobble. The dance floor literally became, everyone in the club is doing this. And so there was no not doing it. And so I was also doing it.
So I have so many memories of that song. That song and the dance where it was polarizing. To your point, there would be a rush or a class of people already on the floor, engaging, right? But as soon as that go-go beat came on, it was like a shift change at a factory.
Yep.
There were just some people that were too cool for school to engage in the Wobble, and they immediately cleared out.
Yep.
But baby, when I tell you there was a whole barrage of new people that was ready to take up that space and engage in the Wobble, you can play that song from beginning to end, and they will do the entire routine from top to bottom of that song, again because of those reasons that I stated earlier. Some people just aren't able to, to cut up like a J. Ray dancing to house music. Some aren't able to, some aren't able to twerk. Some aren't able to throw ass, as the kids like to say, to popular modern music. And so, but this moment, this encapsulation of Blackness, of heritage, of all the things that we love as Black people, allows everybody, or those who want to engage, can engage in that moment. But absolutely, that song was so polarizing. I just remember certain people, like if I put it on, I would get daggers.
Really? People would be like ice grilling you because you put on the Wobble.
Roll their eyes so hard at me and just be like, and I would just have to shrug my shoulders like,
hold on, but you gotta look at the people like, I don't.
Listen, the dance floor is not empty. I'm sorry. It's a moment. It'll be over in 10 minutes.
It'll be over in a minute. We coming back.
You'll be able to get out there and shake what your mama gave you in less than 8 minutes. So give it to these people. Let them have this moment. And I had to come around to it myself. The song, it would make me cringe at times. I'm not gonna lie. It would make me cringe, but I understand the higher power that it serves and the higher purpose that it serves as a community. And sometimes as a DJ, you have to serve that higher purpose.
So this brings up a question that I have never asked you before. 2 questions. One, is there a perfect time to play the wobble? Like, and what is a perfect time in your mind to play the wobble? And 2, what comes after? Like, what's your favorite song to play after the wobble that you know is like, if there is one that you're like, oh, this really blends well, it's great, and the people still love it?
I would say principally within the hour, once you get past that first hour of warm-up tunes, where the people are able to come in, circulate through the crowd, talk to people, get a drink, get a plate. If you're in a space where there's intergenerational crowds, where like a family event, you have older people that want to engage. So you're considering, okay, these people are not. The older ones are not going to wait all night long for you to play this song because they're going home. They're not going to stay. They're not going to stay. They got about an hour and a half in them to stand up and to engage in the dance. So I say roughly within an hour of being at a party, and then you kind of like after you've done your mid tempos and sing-alongs, then you go directly into the wobble.
Yeah.
And then because it has that great intro. And you can see all the aunties like, oh,
that's my song.
That's my song. The shoulders get hyped up. They start tipping towards the dance floor. They find the position. They find the people that they know they can they can do it with to line up with them, and everybody just gets into it's like, let's go Voltron Force. We're all in formation here. Let's do it. Now to the second part, right after that, I like to, because of the tempo and because it already has a go-go feel to it, I like to throw on the butt right after that because
that's great. And the people, and it still keeps them in the same.
Yeah. They're still in the same dance spirit. You don't shock them into going from one tempo to an extreme tempo. It guides them in. You can either do the butt or you can do Before I Let Go, because the songs that still incorporate unity amongst the crowd. And singing along is very important as well. So yeah, that would be my go-to for playing the wobble or any kind of line dance that's around that same tempo, because I believe that's around a 98 100 BPM if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so you can easily go into a nice little go-go set after that.
See how DJ Sir Daniel just hooked y'all up with a way to keep your crowd salivating, you know what I'm saying, at your function. You got to keep people engaged. And I think what this conversation that we just had and what these songs do is it continues our tradition, the Black tradition of community. What you had when you said to me, so this is a decade ago that you said this to me, you were like very clear. You said it here on this show. Like, no, these songs are really important because it gives people an opportunity to be on the floor who may not have an opportunity any other time. And as a DJ, so DJs, if you are in an environment where these songs fit, right? It's not a house set. It's not like you could get this into a hip hop set, no problem. Not the electric slide, but definitely the wobble, right? Get these songs in there because it is also they're feel good songs and they inspire people to be communal.
Absolutely, and it's just good old black.
It's good old
black music. So yes, I agree completely. And yeah, thank you for indulging me in this, Jerry, because we've been talking about doing a series around this for the longest, because I've always just been fascinated around how they get started.
Yeah.
Who is the first person to say, hey, listen, watch this. Come here, let me show you this. And then it just becomes an international sensation, specifically within the Black community. But then, as we see today, tons and tons of white people are engaging, especially white people that are engaging in country music. Love the wobble. Well, white people absolutely love the wobble,
and I get that, right? So coming from that kind of country music line dancing tradition, which there's a lot of blackness in that too. I get that. So, I never thought about this, Sir Daniel. Like, there is also this unifying power, I think, in these dances, because I have seen the wobble in mixed spaces that it does the same thing, like the same involvement. Now, some of that, sometimes that rhythm be doing something a little different.
Something else, yes.
But the sentiment is the same.
It's still there.
Yeah, the community part. So thank you for raising that up, because I think that's really important. Is line dances, and we got more to talk about with line dances, but line dances are really important.
They sure are. And so, it takes a show like Q Points Podcast to bring that to you, because we feel it's important that we capitalize and that we underline this moment within Black culture, and try to seek out the etiology behind it, to give honor to the innovators of these cultural touchstones that we have. So so you're going to continue to get that. It does cost for us to continue doing these things for you. We love doing it, but electricity costs, website domains costs, those things. And so you have not because you ask not. So we're reaching out to you to dig deep and to continue to support us. Support is a verb. To support us, not just with your likes, your subscriptions, your clicks, and your passing and repostings of the show. We love that. But we also love the financial, the financial and the digital coinage of it all, to help us continue doing Q Points and giving you quality. Yes. We want to do live. We're doing live events. We're coming up, and those things do take money to produce. And so we enjoy presenting quality product to you, and we will continue to do that as long as you support us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sir Daniel. So for those of you checking us out, you can do that active support as a verb on our website, qpoints.com. There's an option there for you to become a member. There's also an option for you to visit our store.qpoints.com. You could do both of those things. Yes. Or you could do either one of those things, or if not you, right? They're great gifts. Or you can just, make sure that you find a way any way that you choose to support. One of those ways is hitting subscribe. So if you can see our faces and hear our voices, hit subscribe wherever you are. Share the show with your friends, family, colleagues. If you like the show, chances are they will love the show. Inbox us. Let us know what your favorite line dance is. Is it the electric slide? Is it the cha-cha slide? Is it the wobble? Are you just like, I love all three of them? Let us know. We would love to hear from you. So send us an inbox. Also, check us out on Substack. We have some great content over on Substack. And last but not least, please go ahead and subscribe to our newsletter. So on Substack, you can subscribe there. It's another way for us to stay connected to y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Absolutely. And it's like I say after every episode of Q Points. In this life, you have a choice. You can either pick up the needle or you can let the record play. I'm DJ Sir Daniel.
My name is Jay Rayo.
And this is Q Points Podcast, dropping the needle on Black music history. Now, everybody clap your hands. We'll see you on the next
Peace,
go round.
y'all.